Okay, so this is the ninth chapter, the most confidential knowledge. In our last class, we finished with 9.22, where beautiful verse where Krishna spoke about his loving reciprocation with his devotees, the ones who meditate on his transcendental form. To them, he carries what they lack and he preserves what they have. And now we'll see how Krishna further develops. So before that, he spoke about the demigods and how they're worshipped. It is temporary. So now he's going to further develop on the contrast between demigod worshippers and pure devotees. So we'll start with 9.23. Yepi anya devta bhakta yajante shraddhayanvitaah tepi mameva kaunteya yajante vidhi purvakam. Let's have somebody unmute and read the translation, please.
Those who are devotees of other gods and who worship them with faith actually worship only me, O son of Kunti, but they do so in a wrong way. Hari Bol.
But they do so in the wrong way. So, yepi anya devta bhakta. Those who are devotees of other devatas, what happens to them? Yajante shraddhayanvita. And they worship faithfully. Te pimam eva kaunteya. They are worshipping Mam. Certainly, they are worshipping Api. So, certainly, they are worshipping me only, O Kaunteya, Yajante Avidhi Purvakam. But it is improperly done, or it is done Avidhi Purvakam in a wrong way. So, Anya Devta Bhakta. Very clearly, Krishna is differentiating that there are other devatas and there are those who worship them. Right? Anya Devata Bhakta. The worshippers of Anya Devatas. Yajante Shraddhayanvita. They worship with faith. 7.22 Krishna also spoke about how he is the one who gives them the faith, who gives the worshippers the faith to worship these Anya Devatas. But for the Devatas, only Krishna is the supreme object of meditation. We've seen that in Srimad Bhagavatam also, such beautiful prayers by Lord Shiva also, right? And he is teaching all those prayers. Here's a verse in Chaitanya Charitamrita which says, Ekaleshwara Krishna Arasa Babhritya Yaraya Chena Chai Se Taiche Kare Nitya. Lord Krishna alone is the supreme controller and all others are his servants. They dance as he makes them do so. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is Super Soul, as Super Soul is also present within the hearts of the demigods. Both demigod and living entity are dependent on the Supreme Will. Tepimameva Kaunteya, they are worshipping me only. So these worshippers who are worshipping these devatas, O Kaunteya, they are worshipping me only. So Kaunteya, just like Kunti Maharani is a wonderful devotee of Krishna, is calling Arjuna Kaunteya here. So this example we've taken before also. Why do demigod worship? Why is it so prevalent, right? Why don't people know about how Krishna is the supreme, even if they know and they're not directly worshipping Krishna? This example is given like when a prince has left and gone away and is not ready to come back. The king can at least get him back into the kingdom by getting him to work with a minister. So king is like Krishna, and these ministers, comparison is that they are the devatas. So working for the minister, meaning these bhaktas of Anya Devatas, at least they are worshipping or they are under these ministers, and these ministers are under the supreme will or the king. Avidhi Purvakam, but it is done in a improper or a wrong way. Prabhupada says in the purport, this is the wrong method of worship. Persons who are engaged in the worship of demigods are not very intelligent, although such worship is offered to me indirectly, Krishna says. It is without sufficient knowledge or without observing regulated principles. And here is the improper way coming from the Shastras only. The right way of growing a plant is by watering its roots and not the leaves and branches. And the right way of nourishing the body is to feed food to the stomach and not the other limbs. Was looking for a picture to put here also. So here we see how the food is going everywhere except the mouth. Similarly, the right way to worship the Supreme Lord is to serve Him directly and not the demigods who are His representatives in managing the affairs of this world in the Lord's government. Demigods are different officers and directors in the government of the Supreme Lord. So this is from the purport. Laws of government need to be followed, not of the officers or directors. So the laws need to be followed. The directors don't need to be followed. Similarly, everyone must worship Supreme Personality of Godhead only. That will satisfy all the other different officers. Offering them bribe. So Prabhupada says this in the purport. It is like offering bribe to the representatives of the government. It is illegal and Krishna does not approve this. Let's have somebody read this. It's also from the purport.
The demigods are, so to speak, different officers and directors in the government of the Supreme Lord. One has to follow the laws made by the government, not by the officers or directors. Similarly, everyone is to offer his worship to the Supreme Lord only. That will automatically satisfy the different officers and directors of the Lord. Hare Krishna.
So this is Vasudeva and this is Anya Devata. Prabhupada explains Avidhi Purvakam from the perspective of the ultimate goal. Vedic perspective, Devata's worship is good, but from the transcendental perspective, anything short of pure devotional service is cheating religion or Kaitava Dharma. Krishna himself gave various dharmas which comprise the Vedic culture, but then in 1864 in the Bhagavad Gita, he says, I'll give you my supreme instruction, right? 1864, that was where he's saying, I am now going to give you my supreme instruction, the most confidential knowledge of all, which comes in 1866 to focus on Mam Ekam Sharanam Vraja, just surrender to me. And this is from the Bhagavatam. Those who are in the modes of passion and ignorance worship those in the same category, namely the forefathers, other living beings, and the demigods who are in charge of cosmic activities. For they are urged by a desire to be materially benefited with women, wealth, power, and progeny. Okay, so this is from the purport. We want to read this quickly. There is no need to worship demigods or of whatsoever category if one is serious about going back to Godhead. Very beautiful purport. That's why I just copied and pasted and brought it here. In the Bhagavad Gita 7.20 and 23, it is clearly said that those who are mad after material enjoyment approach the different demigods for temporary benefits, which are meant for men with poor fund of knowledge. We should never desire to increase the depth of material enjoyment. Material enjoyment should be accepted only up to the point of bare necessities of life and not more or less than that. To accept more material enjoyment means to bind oneself more and more to the miseries of material existence. More wealth, more women, and false aristocracy are some of the demands of the materially disposed man because he has no information of the benefit derived from Vishnu worship. By Vishnu worship, one can derive benefit in this life as well as in the life after death. Forgetting these principles, foolish people who are after more wealth, more wives, and more children worship various demigods. The aim of life is to end the miseries of life and not to increase them. For material enjoyment, there is no need to approach the demigods. The demigods are but servants of the Lord. As such, they are duty bound to supply necessities of life in the form of water, light, air, etc. One should work hard and worship the Supreme Lord by the fruits of one's hard labor for existence, and that should be the motto of life. One should be careful to execute occupational service with faith in God in the proper way, and that will lead one gradually on the progressive march back to Godhead. Lord Krishna, when he was personally present in Vrajadham, stopped the worship of demigod Indra and advised the residents of Vraja to worship by their business and to have faith in God. Worshipping the multitude demigods for material gain is practically a perversity of religion. This sort of religious activity has been condemned in the very beginning of the Bhagavatam as Kaitava Dharma. There is only one religion in the world to be followed by one and all, and that is Bhagavad Dharma, or the religion which teaches one to worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead and no one else.
Mataji, where it is found, Mataji?
I'm
From where
sorry?
did you copy it? From
This
where did
is from the purport of 9.23 in the Bhagavad Gita.
we cannot find that? I'm surprised.
Mataji,
Okay, Mataji.
9.20.
Even will show that.
is that the purport of the Bhagavatam verse,
Let me
Mataji?
see. Let me see. Hold
23 is
on.
too short, Mataji. It is not found there.
Really? Hold on.
Maybe
Maybe from the
Bhagavad-
Bhagavatam only. Yeah, I might have,
Bhagavad.
because if it was for Bhagavad Gita, I would have not
Yeah.
copied it. From here,
Yes.
1.2.27.
1.2. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Mataji.
You can make a note, yeah,
It is
1.2.27.
very nice. Very nice.
So the link to the next verse. So one can worship the Devtas and get what one wants, or one can worship Krishna and Krishna will provide to him because he's the ultimate Lord of all the Devatas. Aham hi sarva yajnanam bhokta cha prabhureva cha natu mam abhijananti tatvena tash chayan chervanti te. Have somebody read the translation?
I am the only enjoyer and master of all sacrifices. Therefore, those who do not recognize my true transcendental nature fall down. Bhagavad Gita 9:24. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. So, aham hi sarva yajnanam. For all the sacrifices, certainly it is me only. Who am I? Bhokta cha prabhureva cha. I'm the master and I'm the enjoyer. Natu mam abhijananti. Those who do not understand this, tatve natash. In reality, what will happen to them? Chevantite, they will fall down. So Prabhupada says all the yajna performances recommended in the Vedic literatures are meant for satisfying the Supreme Lord. 3.9, one should work only for satisfying Vishnu. So we've done this before in this third chapter. Varnashram Dharma meant specifically for satisfying Vishnu. Therefore, Krishna says he's the enjoyer of all sacrifices because he's the Supreme Master. And less intelligent persons, they don't know this. They worship the demigods and they fall down to material existence. So these are the same notes. Natu mam abhijananti 9.22. So this is a summary of where it's leading us or where it's led us. 20 to 21, those who do piety, they go to the devtas or heavens and they fall back. 22, Krishna says, those who worship me, I will protect them forever. Hence, by worshipping me or by worshipping devtas, one gets separate results. So different results, right? You worship devtas, you go to them, but then you fall back. But if you worship me, I will protect you forever. You will come to me. 23, those who are worshipping other devtas are also worshipping me only, but improper way. The one that we just did before this. And 24, Krishna says they worship other devtas due to ignorance because they don't know my transcendental position. They don't know me and they don't love me. And that's why they don't return back to me, because this is something that they're not seeking or desiring. They're not getting the eternal result which is available for those who worship me. This was, I think, 2 years back. No, last year when Chaitanya Charan Prabhu had come here. He was at home and then we called some devotees who wanted to talk to him, wanted to have some personal time with him. And one of them was the husband of a devotee. So he himself is not into Krishna consciousness. Well, Prabhupada used to say, everyone is a devotee. It's just a matter of time, right? So this would be devotee. He is asking Chaitanya Charan Prabhu, how is it that people Krishna says they come back to me in Bhagavad Gita. So isn't he partial? He's having people come back to him. And some people who may be pure at heart, maybe not worshipping him directly, why can't they go back to him? So this is the answer over here, because they're not seeking this. This eternal result of going back to Krishna is not available to them because they're not seeking it, they're not desiring it. It's like you bring a person and bring him to Switzerland for a vacation, but that person is not seeking it. Even if it's a beautiful place, he will not enjoy over there. He will not like it. So, Bhokta cha Prabhureva cha, what should be understood is that I am the master and enjoyer. Similar into point 5.29, what was the verse? 5.29, who remembers?
Bhoktaram Yagnatapasam Sarvaloka Maheshwaram.
So here
Suhridam
also
Sarva
Krishna,
Bhutanam Gnatva
Shanti. So here also Krishna is saying, Bhokta cha Prabhureva cha. It is me who am the enjoyer and the master. When we understand Krishna in truth, then we return back to him. And this is from the purport, again from the Bhagavatam 2.7.32. Factually, there is no need of offering sacrifices to the demigods for their services if one is engaged in service of the Supreme Lord. Sacrifices recommended in the Vedic literature for satisfaction of the demigods are a sort of inducement to the sacrificers to realize the existence of higher authority. So at least they're doing that. This is the crux. The perfectional form of human civilization known as Varnashram Dharma is specifically meant for satisfying Vishnu. Therefore, Krishna says in this verse, I am the enjoyer of all sacrifices because I am the Supreme Master. Okay, link to the next verse, 9.25. Krishna now gives a summary verse. Yanti deva vrata devan pitrin yanti pitravrataha bhutani yanti bhuteja yanti mam yajanopi mam. Let's have somebody read the translation, please.
Those who worship the demigods will take birth among the demigods. Those who worship the ancestors go to the ancestors. Those who worship ghosts and spirits will take birth among such beings. And those who worship me will live with me. Hare Krishna.
Krishna. So, Yanti Deva Vrata Devan. So, they go. Yanti is to go to Deva Vrata, the ones who are worshippers of the Devas. They go to the Devan, they go to the Devatas. Pitrin Yanti, the ones who worship the Pitris, ancestors, they go to where? Pitri Vrataha. They go to the Pitralok or Pitralok. They go back to the ancestors. Bhutani Yanti Bhuteja, the ones who worship the Bhutas or the ghosts. Where do they go? They go to the ghosts and spirits. Yanti Mad Yajinopimam, the ones who worship me, they will come unto me. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says demigod worship is temporary benefit. The devotees of those particular devatas will attain only those particular devatas, and because devatas are destructible, how can worshippers of devatas become indestructible? Well, Devita Bhushan, different results from different thought process. Demigod worshippers, we are worshippers of Indra and other devas. They are our lords. Being pleased with our worship, they shall give us results we desire. So what is the result? They with short lifespan attain meager fortune, and after enjoying those limited items, they are also destroyed along with those items of enjoyment. And Krishna worshippers, the son of Vasudeva, being situated in the forms of devas, will give all our desired results. Result is they attain me, who is full of auspicious qualities. They never again take birth. They experience infinite happiness close to me and play in my divine abode. Actions are the same. So although worshipping or that act of offering devotion looks the same, but the former ones, due to their distaste for thinking about Krishna, don't attain permanent happiness. Prabhupada says, men of small intelligence worship the demigods and their fruits are limited and temporary. Those who worship the demigods go to the planets of demigods. Actually, this is the translation. So, Yanti Deva Vrata Devan, worshippers of Devatas go to the Devatas, to the sun, moon, or any other planet of that Devata, whoever one is worshipping. And worshippers of ancestors go to the ancestors. Specific yajna to attain Pita planets. This is what they do. And worshippers of ghosts and spirits goes to ghosts and spirits. Pishacha worship of black arts or black magic to go to ghostly planets and become a yaksha, rakshasa, or pishacha. And those who worship me will live with me. A pure devotee who worships the Supreme Personality of Godhead only achieves the planets of Vaikuntha or Krishna Loka. Categorical contradiction to the popular notion that all paths lead to the same destination. So many people say this, right? You do whatever faith you have, you worship, you'll reach the same destination. So this is a categorical contradiction to that. This verse points out that different paths lead to different destinations and that all paths of worships are not the same. This Krishna consciousness movement is therefore distributing sublime information to the entire human society to the effect that by simply chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, one can become perfect in his life, in this life, and go back home, back to Godhead. Link to the next section. So a new section is beginning. And a beautiful verse coming up after establishing that he himself is the only enjoyer of all sacrificial offerings. Krishna will now elaborate on exclusive worship to him by first revealing what types of offerings he desires. So this, we won't get into. This was for children. They watched this video, how Krishna stopped Indra worship and did Govardhan Puja. All right. Come to the verse 9.26, one of the verses that we'll try to memorize. Patram, and so many of you must have already memorized. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhakta prayachati tadaham bhakti gahritam ashnami prayatatmana. So somebody read the translation.
If one offers me with love and devotion a leaf, a flower, a fruit, or water, I will accept it. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So very simple but a beautiful verse. Patram pushpam phalam toyam. A leaf, a flower, phal is fruit or toyam water. Yo me bhakta prayachati, one who offers me with love, with devotion. Tadaham bhaktya upraritam, that gift given with love and devotion, with bhakti ashnami prayatatmana, I will accept it. So ashnami literally means to eat. But Krishna is using this word to show how eager he is to accept the offerings. When a devotee offers with genuine love and sincere devotion, then Krishna becomes enthusiastic and eager to accept such an offering. Also, Krishna can eat with his ears, with his eyes, with his nose. All his limbs can perform functions of all other limbs. This was, I think so, sorry, hold on, I'm going too fast.
Brahma Samhita Shloka.
I'm sorry.
Angani yasya sakilendra. Yes, Mother. Angani yasya sakilendra vittamanti. Pashyanti panti kalam jiganti. He can eat with his eyes.
And do functions. So I was listening to one lecture and where this Prabhuji was mentioning about the same aspect, how Krishna can do all functions of all the limbs with all his limbs. So you're saying just by when you come in front of the deities and you're taking darshan, with his eyes he can embrace you. Such a beautiful and profound, right? We feel that we're so far away, Krishna, from you, but when we're looking at him and he's looking at us, just with his eyes, he can embrace us. So, it was really touched my heart, and I can never forget this. Balakrishna Prabhu, you have your hand raised, but I don't see you. Hare Krishna. You wanted to say something, Prabhu?
Yes, mother. This Brahma Samhita also says, no? There is a shloka. Angani yasya
Angani yasya sakalendriya vrittimanti. Yes. Thank you.
multi-purpose.
Same connection. Thank you for bringing
Yeah,
that up. Does Krishna eat? Impersonalists cannot comprehend this verse, and for them, this is either a metaphor or proof of mundane character of Krishna. But the Lord's senses are interchangeable. One sense can perform the function of any other. So Krishna's glance, just by his glance, he can impregnate. His hearing devotees' words of love in offering identical to his eating and tasting. This is the meaning of absolute. Only a devotee can understand Krishna's eating and enjoying food. So, what is the important element? It is love. Preparing nice, simple vegetable dishes and offering them before the picture of Krishna will help one to advance steadily in life, purify the body, create fine brain tissues, which will lead to clear thinking. But the important element is love. So only ingredient required is love, and only quality that Krishna is impressed with. So the magnitude may be very small, but if the attitude is pure, then Krishna is very eager to accept the offering. On the left, we see Duryodhana asking Krishna for that chappan bow, but Krishna didn't go there. He went to where? Vidura's house, and had this simple, some say banana peels, and some say saag and roti. So Krishna is telling how simple it is to serve him. Anyone can offer at least a leaf, flower, fruit, or water. It is not a costly affair. So it is simple, right? We'll see in two ways how this simple, what it means. One is it's so simple that anybody can offer these. It is not costly. What Krishna is hungry for is only our devotion. So here we see Patram, a storyline. We won't get into the details of the storyline, but we all know, right? This pastime where just with the tulsi leaf, Krishna's weight, which was not coming to par with all the gold and jewels, just came in par with the tulsi leaf. Pushpam offered by Gajendra, and Phalam offered by that fruit vendor. No one is barred from bhakti because of lack of resources. And we know the story of the South Indian Brahmin, right, who was offering Krishna this sweet rice, cooking it with love on the banks of the river, and just to check the temperature, he put in his finger and it got burnt. So Krishna was accepting all his devotion. And second aspect, how simple it is anyone who renders service to Krishna without any motivation can become an object of Krishna's greatest mercy. So this is also the simplicity of bhakti. Here we see Sri Gopinath Ji holding laddu that was offered by Sri Raghunandan Thakur. This is in Sri Khanda. If you've gone to this place in Bengal, beautiful place where, I don't know if you know the pastime, Mukunda Das, his son, Raghunandan Das. So he was really small at that time, and Mukunda Datta, he was a doctor. So he went for some work, and he told his son, in my absence, you should offer bhoga to Krishna. Help your mother when she cooks, you should offer. So he very small, and he didn't understand, if I offer, Krishna will not eat. He'll be just with his eyes, he'll accept the love. He really thought that literally Krishna is going to come and eat all the offering. So he used to sit in front of the deities and offer the bhoga, and because he didn't know, it's not that literally the food will go away. He used to cry and cry, the whole food is here, you haven't eaten, Krishna, please eat. And with his unmotivated, that purity in his heart and the love that he expressed, please Krishna, come and eat the offering. Krishna really came out of the deity form and he sat and he ate all the offering. And then when he brought the plate to his mom, mother thought he has eaten the whole thing. And she was so upset when Mukunda Datta came back, she told him, and he hid himself. He gave another plate of laddus to his son, and he said, "You offered this to Krishna," and he hid himself behind a curtain. And then the small son cried out, "Please, Krishna, come and have." Krishna really came out and he was eating that. He just ate half a laddu, and that remaining half laddu is said to be there in the temple still. So here is the place, Shrikanda. You can watch the temple, the place. Sorry. Okay, so Bhaktya Prayachati, offered with love, and Bhaktya Upahritam, which is gifted in devotion. So twice Krishna has used this word bhakti in this verse. Prayatatmana, one with pure consciousness. So thrice the aspect of devotion is what Krishna is laying stress on. Pure consciousness from our side, and the sign of purity of one's heart is that one does not have any motivation behind the offering. So all these three words mean the same thing: offered with love, offered with devotion, offered with pure consciousness, without any motivation. And this is from the Bhagavatam, Savai Pumsam Paro Dharmo, Yato Bhakti Radokshaje Ahoituki Apratihata Yayatma Suprasidati. So, Ahoituki, we all know this verse. Ahoituki and Apratihata, without any motivation and without any interruption. So bhakti coming twice in 9.26 includes both these two aspects, without selfish desire and without any breaks. This is given by I heard one of the lectures. So bhakti is the only means to approach Krishna. One may have so much manpower, wealth, knowledge, fame, influence, but these are not the qualifications considered by Krishna to become a pure devotee. In fact, sometimes such great opulences on material plane could be a hindrance or a disqualification to form bhakti. This is verse by Kunti Maharani, Janmeshwara Shruta Shribhir. My Lord, your Lordship can easily be approached, but only by those who are materially exhausted. Only one who is on the path of material progress, trying to improve himself, and with respectable parentage, great opulence, high education, worldly beauty, cannot approach you with sincere feeling. So does that mean that all poor people are devotees of Krishna and wealthy people are not? Kinchana means without material possessions, or it can also mean one whose sole possession is to serve Krishna. So this is more in consciousness. One may be super, wealthy or beautiful or whatever. Everybody can be Krishna's devotee. The only ingredient is in consciousness, the purity, and materially exhausted mentally. So kings such as Yudhishthir Maharaj, Ambarish Maharaj, Prithu Maharaj, the Prachetas, etc. had so much material possessions, but no possessiveness. So this is what is important. Krishna's reciprocation, simply approaching Krishna with devotion, with love, and Krishna floods that person's heart with his own love and mercy. So when a person approaches Krishna and offers, when he says, I accept it, his acceptance is not just, okay, taking and not thinking about it. He accepts it, and this is how he reciprocates also. He fills the heart of his devotee with so much love and mercy. So some pictures of how devotees offering to Krishna with love. And Krishna is so eager to taste his devotees' love that he himself comes to steal it. And Krishna loves to share with others also. Here we see a picture with Krishna and his Gopa friends in a picnic, everybody sharing. And a friend, Gopa friend, asking Krishna, open your mouth, Krishna, I have this wonderful sweet my mother has sent. You will love it. And Krishna opens his mouth and he puts a flower in his mouth and everybody is laughing. And here's a video from Mahabharat from long back when Krishna goes to Vidura's house to accept. We have a little activity, but we want to carry on and we want to do a couple more verses. So we won't get into the discussion, but we can have you guys, you can unmute yourself and speak on the coming slides, or you can share any other pastime that you can think of where devotees had reciprocation with Krishna. So we have 10 minutes to do this activity and then we'll continue with the verses. So here is one which we just saw.
Okay, Gopal.
If you want to add to this, you can add to this how Raghunandan offered the laddu and his father saw. Or he offered with love and Krishna himself came to eat every time. This is one. The next one is the Sakshi Gopal temple where Krishna in his deity form reciprocated with the love of his devotee. Who wants to give a summary of this pastime? A short summary.
Yes, Mataji.
You want to give whoever wants to give a short summary on this pastime of Sakshi
Yeah,
Gopal?
Mataji, I can give Mataji.
Yes, please.
There was a Brahmin who was on Yatra. He was old, and from the same village, not from some same village, some other village. There was this young boy who served that this Brahmin very well, and in the end, that Brahmin promised him he was pleased by his service, and he promised him to give his daughter married. And this boy, in good faith, went to this village after the yatra, and I think they are from the same this village. And then that boy went to ask for that girl, but the family this refused. We will not give this our girl to this poor boy. Then they fought with him. There was a fight, and the boy, the family asked him, "What is the proof that my father has promised you?" Then he told this Gopal, this Vrindavan, there is Gopal. He is the witness. Okay, then you bring him here. This innocent boy, he went to Vrindavan and he prayed in front of this Gopalji. Will you be this witness for this? Will you come as a witness to my town, my village? Then Krishna told, okay, but you have to give me Nevedyam. You have to give me this prasad daily, half kg or this 1 kg rice. Then you should not look back also. You should not look back. If you look back, then I will not be with you. This boy started from this Vrindavan. He was offering Naivedya to Krishna. Deity Krishna just moved with him from Vrindavan to this Andhra Pradesh, that place. He was moving, and boy was offering him Naivedyam, half kg, 1 kg rice, but he didn't look back. When he reached the village, everyone was astonished to see Lord is moving with him. And that boy just looked back, and Krishna became there as Sakshi Gopal, the witness. Gati Brata Prabhu Sakshi. He is a witness. And then that marriage, this took place. They were
Yes,
forced to give that girl to that boy. So Lord moved all the way from this Vrindavan to Andhra Pradesh as a witness.
wonderful. Thank you, Prabhu. So devotees can move Krishna's heart and move him also literally, right, with their love and devotion. This is Shir Chor Gopinath and Ramana.
Yeah, there's another.
Somebody would like to talk about this pastime?
Shambhu Prabhu.
Madhvendra Prabhu, Madhvendra
Madhvendra
Puri.
Puri.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Mataji.
Continue, Prabhu.
See, Continue. Sorry.
Say sorry,
Madhavendra
please
came to
continue.
that temple, and he saw this offering of kheer to the Lord. Before it was offered only, he saw this pujari taken to the Lord, and he thought, just if I made this and I had offered this, how nice it will be. Just he thought
Gopal,
like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And immediately he thought, "Arey, I smelt it before it was offered to the Lord. It is very bad of me." And he left the place and he sat in the outskirts of the village. Then it was offered, and this pujari closed the temple. He went to his house, and in the house he had a dream. Just go open the temple. I have removed one pot of kheer for my devotee. Please go, and he is sitting in the village near under a tree. Please go and offer him. Then the pujari has to get up in the midnight, take bath. He opened the temple, and behind the curtain he found that small pot of kheer, which was
Anyway.
stolen for Madhavendra Puri. And he went to the village, and where is Madhavendra Puri? The Lord has stolen one pot of kheer for him. Please take. And then Madhavendra Puri, he came and he took it, and he was scared that he will become so famous. So same day he disappeared, and he took all the kheer, and also he broke the pot and he ate the small pieces. So
Wonderful.
Kheer Chor Gopal.
Yeah, Gopinath, yes.
Kheer Chor
All right,
Gopinath.
so here's the summary. Devata worship and Krishna worship. It's a simple business deal, simply a business deal, but here it is personal, loving relationship with the Lord and devotee, impelled by material motivations, impelled by selfless desire to please Krishna, strict rules, rituals, and regulations, no material considerations, complex and specific qualifications needed, simple and universally open to all. No relationship after worshipper has received his desired benediction. Krishna gives personal attention to this and spiritual upliftment to the devotee. The demigods, their followers, and their boons are finished with time. Krishna takes direct interest in the life of his devotee, and eternal result is going back to be with Krishna eternally. Okay, these are notes you can read later from the purport only. God expects his devotee a spirit of renunciation, and dedication. The spiritual perfection which the Chola king could not accomplish with all the pomp and gold ornaments was attained by Vishnudas, who worshipped the god with tulsi leaves. So that was simple. Gajendra offered flowers, Shabri offered fruits, Kantidev offered water to the guests. Then he offered all his food also before that. This is what I heard, but maybe it was just water, that he was fasting for 48 days, and after which he was going to have this water, and that was going to sustain his life, otherwise he was going to die. But then these demigods were coming in the forms of different, they took different forms and they were coming one after another. In the end, this outcast came with his dogs and he said, in the end, the outcast came and only little water was left and he gave that also to him. So, right, we'll come to the next. Anybody else wants to add any other pastime that you can remember of Krishna reciprocating?
Udupi Mataji. Udupi Krishna,
Please
who
go
turned
ahead.
Kanakadas.
Kanakadas, okay. Tell us, Prabhu, in short.
And
Yeah,
in
yeah. Kanakadas
and
was
in Chaitanya Charitamrita also, Mataji, when that Brahmana comes to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's house and he makes a bhoga and tries to offer to Krishna, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes and eats and he says, "Why have you made it jhuta?" And it happens 3 times, the same thing. Then ultimately Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is locked. And then still the same thing happens, and then she says, "What is my fault? You are calling me and that's why I'm coming." And then he offers the obeisances that I could not recognize you. That Brahman.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, that pastime happened. Okay, what else?
That Brahmana, one who who serves the older Brahmana, he's not eager to marry that girl, but he says a Brahmana's word should not go wrong. That is why I want to marry his daughter, because otherwise they will say Brahman's word have become false. So please help me. You come as a sakshi to that village.
Wonderful. Great point. Yes, Shamura Prabhu.
Giriraj Maharaj.
Even he, where the Shaligram Shila, he sees that, the deities are dressed and, he feels if I had also had a deity, I could dress it. That Shaligram Shila, it turns into a deity. That is also there, Mataji.
Radha Raman.
Radha Raman. Yes, wonderful. Yes, Keshav Prabhu, you were also going to share. Giriraj Maharaj.
Yes, Mataji. Giriraj ji also reciprocated with all the devotees.
With their love and devotion. Wonderful. Yes. Another one that I was thinking of was Tota Gopinath, right? And then, yeah. And there are so many pujaris, even now in ISKCON, who are worshipping the deities personally with so much love. They also have, dreams of their deities. They also have so many pastimes that if you sit and talk to them, they will share so many. Yes, Pooja Mataji.
Mataji, not regarding Bhoga, but Mirabai of and also Andal in the south. Both of them sang a lot of songs, and it was reciprocated in a lot of ways where he showed the love back to both of them and a lot of gopis. And yeah, just wanted to share that.
Thank you, Mataji. Anyone else? I think I also shared this pujari in our temple who, long back when I started deity worship, And there were two more Matajis, pujaris on the altar, and one of them said, when we bring the bhoga down, Mahaprasad down in the pujari room, it was on the prasadam table. And this Mataji is asking, Pujari is asking the other one, what would you like from all of this? And she said, I'll just take a little bit of chutney. That's all I want. And it was there in a disposable cup, kept aside. And another devotee came, he took all the Mahaprasad out because the other Pujari said, you take all of this Maha and you can distribute to the devotees outside. It was Sunday feast. Took everything out and took also the cup of chutney. He didn't know that was for the other Mataji or Pujari. So he took everything out. And I didn't hear this. I got to know later that she wanted that because I was on the altar that time. So everybody, most of the people, devotees had gone home, and I wanted to go to the restroom. So you have to cross the table where all the Mahaprasad, is distributed from there. So I was going from there to the foyer to the restroom, and the devotee over there, who's one of the devotees who's in charge of distributing the prasadam, he said, Mataji, would you like to take this cup? This is Mahaprasad chutney. I said, yeah, I would love to take it. So I took it. And had my keys in my purse, my japa bag. So I went to the restroom outside the table. On the table, I kept all of this, the chutney, the keys, my purse, and the japa bag. I came out, I picked up everything, and I forgot to pick up the chutney. Somehow, I took everything. So on my way back home, I remembered, there was chutney also over there, which I forgot to take. So I'm calling 2-3 people I called because I don't want them to throw it away. It's Mahaprasad. Nobody's picking up. This one girl picked up, and I told her, please, can you take the chutney with you? And she used to live really close by, 5 minutes away. I said, I'll come to your house and I'll pick it up tomorrow. It was Maha, so I would like to take it. She said, yeah, I'll take it home. Next day, her mother calls me. Her mother was the pujari who wanted that chutney. So she calls me and she says, how did you know that this is the chutney that I wanted, Mahaprasad? I said, I didn't know. It's Krishna's doing. I said, you keep it. I'm not coming to take it. It is for you. Krishna brought it to you in your house. So one small pastime that I remember of Krishna reciprocating with his devotees' love.
Yes, Mother, in this Radha Govindanath temple, this Girgaon Chowpatty, once this Pujari, I don't remember his name, now he's in Pune, NUCC. He performed Mangala Arati 1 hour earlier. 3:30, it was 4:30 that time. He performed Mangala Arati 1 hour at 3:30, and Lord accepted it. Still he remembers. Everybody remember it. And this Udupi story, everybody knows, na? Kanakadas.
You can tell, Prabhu.
Kanakadas was a scheduled caste, outcast. He was a devotee, and when he was trying to sing the glories in front of the temple, Brahmins, they stopped him. No, you are outcast, please go from here. So he went to the backside of the temple, this 180 degrees, and he prayed, oh Lord, this Kanakadas is famous, Dasa, Dasa, Dasanudas. So when he offered prayers, Lord turned into 180 degree. The wall broke, and there was a window, and he gave darshan in that window, which still persists in Kanakanak. It is called window of Kanakadas, Kanakanakindi.
Wonderful.
Udupi, you can see it, that window. Now this darshan is from that window only.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
The main door is closed now. You can see the, you go to the, who has gone to this Udupi? Who has gone? We go there, you can see.
It's a very beautiful temple.
Beautiful. Main window is closed. Darshan is from the rear window. Kanakana Kindi. Yeah.
I'll write that down and I'll try and include that picture also in the slides.
Because he was not allowed inside, from the backside, he used to sit and sing Lord's glories. And Lord was so pleased with him.
Wow.
Many dasas are there. Purandara Dasa, Kanaka Dasa.
And Tota Gopinath also we know, right? He sat down because when, right?
Gadadhar
Gadadhar
Pandit could
Pandit, yeah,
not
when he was older,
do the
couldn't dress
service.
him, couldn't. So he sat down for him.
He became dwarf.
In
Yes.
fact, it is the only deity of Krishna in that posture.
Lord
Sitting
reciprocate.
down. And it is
He's
said
not-
that from his knee there is a place. I don't know if you've seen, if you've gone to that temple, they'll show you if you request them. So that's the place where they say that Mahaprabhu, he went away from this world, went into that deity.
Yeah. He entered into it and
Yeah.
disappeared.
Yeah.
And Lord is not a stone, he is person.
The person, yes.
Mataji, similar to that, there is, have you heard about Vittala?
Tala?
Yeah, Krishna, that
Yeah.
is also like, the
Yes,
story is
yes.
similar. Yeah, Lord Krishna himself appeared to his deities, devotees' home.
Devotee. Yeah.
But the devotee was serving his father. He was on
Yes.
some bed. So he told him to wait. The posture, how he waited, the
Like this,
Vittala,
yeah.
they call him,
Yeah.
keeping his hand on his breast. Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Beautiful.
visited Mataji, the temple.
Oh, you did?
Pundarika.
Yeah,
Pundarik.
Pandaripura. Pandaripura. And
No,
till
Pundarika is
today,
that
they'll
boy.
allow everyone to go and touch for lotus feet and take
Really?
blessings. Yeah, they'll
Beautiful.
allow.
So nice.
The boy's name is this Pundarik.
Pundarik, yeah.
Oh, okay, yes.
And Lord, he threw on one bricks for the Lord. That's eat means in Hindi, eat, Marathi, Vithala, eat. That's why he got the name. Bricks. Vithala. He is keeping his hand like this in the waist,
Yeah.
standing on the bricks. Vithala, Panduranga Vithala.
Thank you, Prabhu. Anybody else wants to share? Anything that you remember of deities reciprocating with their devotees?
I do remember Mataji where the deity used to go and play and come back. I don't remember the names who they were.
Madan Mohan.
Madan
Madan
Mohan,
Mohan.
That is Madan Mohan.
yeah.
Then
When
one
he
of
was
boys
with that Brahman, when the deities were with the Brahman.
Yeah.
And the deity said to Sanatan Goswami, at least put some salt.
Yeah. And
Wonderful.
also Sanatana Goswami is going to this, doing this thing, no? This.
Parikrama, yeah.
He that boy asked salt. No, today you will ask salt, tomorrow you will ask Chappan Bhog. Sorry, no
There
time.
is
And then
there is
Krishna
one
put
more.
his
I don't
footstep.
remember, Mataji, who was that? He used to cook, one Acharya, he used to cook, that sannyasi of the Vrindavan only. He used to cook for Lord, and some thief came and he stole his all the utensils. Then he told Lord, how can I cook? I don't have money to buy new things for you. If you want to eat, you go and find your utensils. And that person came and gave all the utensils back to him. Because Lord was feeling so hungry because that Acharya was not cooking anything. He said, I don't have. In fact, that also was very broken pot in which he used to make a offering for the Lord. But I'm not able to remember who was that. But I have heard in one katha that thief came back. Thief came, returned all the things, and Krishna told him, I am hungry, please bring all the utensils back.
Mataji, in the south, it is this Trivandrum, Tiruvananthapuram, there is this temple, huge temple. The Lord lies there, he gives darshan in 3 doors. It is Garbhoda Dakshai Vishnu, and he moved from the southern, northernmost of this Kerala to the southernmost part of India. The beginning of this Kerala state, from there he moved up to the end of the state. There was a Brahmin called Bilva Mangala Swami. He was serving Saligram, and this boy came there. I will stay with you. And Bilva Mangala Swami was attracted by that boy, and he told, "Okay, you can stay." And then the boy is saying, "Conditions apply. Suppose you cheat me, they run away from here." Then no, I will not cheat you. Once he ate the bhoga before it is being offered to Saligram, and Bilva Mangala Swami, he got angry. He was angry. He shouted, "What you have done?" Then say, "Now I will not stay here." Then he said, "No, please don't go away. Don't go." Then he realized it was this Krishna himself, and he entered a cave it was in the northern part of Kerala, and he disappeared. And he told, "If you want me, you come to Anantakadu." And then Bilva Mangala Swami became desperate. He traveled towards south of Kerala, towards Trivandrum, and he found the Lord, and he prayed there, and Lord appeared there. It was a wooden, this Panta Padmanabha, 18-meter long, and he appeared there, and he gave him mango pickles and brown rice ad hoc. Whatever he got there, he gave him. So then the king made a big temple there. It is the biggest, very big temple, huge temple, Thiruvananthapuram. You can Google and see that temple. Even now, the main offering is that brown rice and mango pickles. And incidentally, it was burnt. That wooden deity was burnt, and the king of that place, he made that deity. Now it is some 1008 saligrams now. Now this Ananta Padmanabha is made of 1008 saligrams. Huge temple. 3 doors, and Bilva Mangala Swami's statue is there behind the temple.
Yeah. I'll see Prabhu online. Thank you for sharing.
Thiruvananthapuram Ananta Padmanabha.
Wonderful. And there must be so many more pastimes and stories.
So many
like this.
Srirangam, there are many more.
Yeah.
Jagannath is not less.
Jagannath, so many.
So many
Nrsingadev, so many.
Still people, they don't believe that Lord exists.
Yeah. Have you seen
Here
more?
near Mysore, there is another temple, Mataji, Srirangam.
Srirangam,
Padmanabha Swami. It's a very, very huge idol carved in single rock. It seems that temple itself is very big. It's kind of must visit one of the temple.
Yes.
We see one of the pictures here where Sachi Mata also used to offer bhoga to Mahaprabhu, and he used to come, and although he wasn't there personally, but he used to come every time she used to cook, he used to come and finish the whole thing. Okay.
Mataji,
Every householder must...
if it was Ekadashi, we should have spent full night. Yeah. Glories of the Lord.
Glories of deities and Lord in the form of his deity. Every householder must offer food to the Lord, and the result will be that everyone, even a company of guests numbering 10,000, will be satisfied because of the Lord's being satisfied. This is the way of devotional service. And you all know this, the Rasamuni pastime. Now the beautiful verse, 927, Yat karoshi yad ashnasi yad juhoshi dadasi yat tapasyasi konteya tat kurushva madarpanam. Somebody can read the translation, please.
Whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer or give away, and whatever austerities you perform, do that, O son of Kunti, as an offering to me. Hare.
Yad kuroshi, yad ashnasi, whatever you do, whatever you eat. Yad juhoshi, whatever you offer, or dadasi yad, whatever you give away. Yat tapasyasi Kaunteya, whatever austerities you perform, O son of Kunti, tad kurushva, do those as an offering to Mad Arpanam, as an offering to me. So, what if we don't have love for God? Should I still offer? Krishna is giving this verse, but Krishna in this verse, whatever you do, you offer to me. So, the word bhakti is not here. Ashnami is not used in this verse. So it is indicated that the principle of offering to Krishna in itself or is itself, it is auspicious. So before, the verse before, Krishna used the word bhakti twice. So there was the love in that, whoever is offering, that devotee has love for God, and that's how he's offering. But here, Krishna is saying in this verse, even if you don't have, a person does not have love, bhakti for me, still, whatever you're doing, whatever you're offering, whatever you're eating, offer that to me. So let's look at this, the comparison. 926. Emphasis on bhaktya or with devotion, and ashnami, I'm accepting. So devotee starts the process of devotion before offering itself. When we're cooking for the Lord, so many devotees have pictures of Prabhupada cooking in the kitchen or Radharani cooking. And when they're cooking, they want to put some kirtan on or some bhajan or some lecture, just want to have that consciousness while cooking also. So even before offering, a devotee has that consciousness of love. But 27, whatever one does, offer it to Krishna, tad kurushva mad arpanam. Emphasis on the principle of offering to Krishna. That's also auspicious, purifying, and leads to rapid spiritual advancement. So work needed even for bodily maintenance, therefore better to work for Krishna, eat only prasadam, religious duties, do it only for Krishna. Charity utilized for furthering Krishna consciousness, austerity is the greatest meditator, and greatest yogi is one who meditates on Krishna 24 hours a day by chanting on his beats. So duties of everyone to mold one's life in such a way as to not forget Krishna in any circumstance. So this is also discussion in the purport given by Prabhupada. So why is it that a person should only eat prasadam? Anybody wants to speak about that a little bit? Why only prasadam? When we go out, it's emergency. Can we eat in a vegetarian restaurant?
Next shloka will answer that, Mataji. Karma bandhana.
Yes. And Shambhura Prabhu, you want to say something?
It's basically the consciousness with which what you cook basically gets into the food, Mataji. So, like you said, we need to pray while cooking. So the consciousness needs to be very clear. Because if you are doing it in a wrong consciousness, without any consciousness, then it's going to be difficult.
So here also we see, thank you, Prabhu. Here also we see Prabhupada focusing on the point that we should think of Krishna 24 hours a day. But when we eat something which is cooked by a non-devotee, or even if we go to restaurants, it may be a vegetarian restaurant, but the people who are cooking, we don't know whether they themselves eat non-veg or not. They themselves might be eating. So when we eat food cooked by a non-devotee, what happens to the consciousness? It also gets corrupted, and then thinking of Krishna becomes difficult. So this verse comes, anybody remembers, top of the head, I'm not remembering the verse in Chaitanya Charitamrita, where it is spoken about Vishayar Annakai Nahi Krishnera Smaran, something like that. That verse is there. I'll look into it and I can bring it out next time. So 927, whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer or give away, whatever austerities you perform, do as an offering to Krishna, which comes in the category of Nishkama Karma Yoga. What is the difference in offering with pure devotees? Offering of pure devotees and us, quality of devotion is there. Quality of reciprocation also is there by Krishna. So in proportion to our devotion to Krishna, with which we've offered, Krishna reciprocates in that way. Okay, molding life for holding Krishna. Everyone has to work for maintenance of body and soul, work for Krishna, eating except remnants of Krishna, ritualistic ceremonies, do for Krishna, giving in charity, give to Krishna, surplus money should be utilized to spread Krishna consciousness, meditation, not practical for the sake. So solution is meditate on Krishna by chanting Hare Krishna and beat. Such a person is the greatest meditator and greatest yogi. Lord is pleased with the spirit of renunciation. We should have neither a sense of ownership of the things we possess, nor the egoism that we are the doers of our action. If we have the idea that God is the real inspirer of all actions and the real doer, all our actions become an offering to God. When behind all activities there is a desire to please God, all our works are but His worship. If thus we transform all our actions in life into the act of worship, and we have a constant sense that He alone is the independent Lord, it is nothing but the offering of all actions to Him. Next verse describes the auspicious result that will come by this kind of bhakti. Shubha Shubha Falereva Evam Moksha Se Karma Bandhanai Sannyasa Yoga Yuktatma Vimukto Mam Upaishasi. Somebody can read the translation.
In this way, you will be freed from bondage to work and its auspicious and inauspicious result. With your mind fixed on me, in this principle of renunciation, you will be liberated and come to me.
Thank you. So, Shubha or Shubha Falerevam. So, with the phala or result of, which is Shubha or Ashubha, auspicious and inauspicious results of our work, Moksha Se Karma Bandhanai. We will become moksha. We will become free from the bondage of karma bandhana, of karma. Sannyasa Yoga Yuktatma. Then such a person engaged in sannyasa yoga, so renunciation in mind and connection with the Supreme. Vimukto Mam Upaishasi. You will be liberated and you will come to me. So sannyasa yoga yuktatma, sannyasa is the disconnection from matter, yoga is the connection with the spirit, and yuktatma having the mind firmly set on this aspect of yoga, sannyasa yoga yuktatma. Although punya is better than papa, Krishna says shubha shubha falerevam. So punya and papa, right? Result of our action. So although punya is better than papa, still both are material and both will keep us with karmic bondage. Keep us within karmic bondage. Such a person who is offering all his works to me, he will not only become free from auspicious and the inauspicious of this world, but also vimukto mam upaishasi, he will be liberated, which is vimukti, special mukti. It's not just liberation, it's vimukti. He'll come to, he will attain me. Mam upaishasi. This is the special or elevated or the best mukti. So, papa and punya, not many people, I would say 99.9 people don't know this. They think punya is the best thing that can be done in this world, right? Even if a person departs from this body and he has been so sinful, people only, his relatives only say, Swargvasi ho gaye, right? But we don't know where that person has gone. This is what they think. This is the highest destination after a person leaves the body. But to be rid of punya and papa, if we tell people that, you should be rid of all your punya, they'll say, what are you talking, right? It's very, not many people want to even, cannot comprehend this aspect. I remember one lecture by Gaurang Prabhu I was listening, and he was talking about how we have these Kartik Yatras. So one of the Yatras in Vrindavan, and, in groups, we go and people, go to different pastime places in a dham. So in Vrindavan, one of the groups had gone to Yamuna for a bath. And the devotee who was talking about gives lecture, right? At that time, that place, he was talking about when you take bath in Yamuna, all your papas are washed away. Even all your punyas are washed away. People started coming out. So, but Many devotees were there, continued taking their bath also. So, Mohini Mataji, you have raised your hand.
Yeah, Madhuji, since we were talking about Punya and Papa, their destination, but we talked about these Pitraloka. I mean, why they want to stay there? I mean, don't they have any knowledge that where is the proper destination for them? Why they are making a loka for themselves? I mean, who are they and why are they staying in that Pitraloka?
The transitional place, Mataji. Till the time
Okay.
that's what I've heard. It's a transitional place. They are there they're exhausting their time over there till the time it is decided where they'll be going after that.
Oh, okay.
This is what I've heard. But people who are too attached to their loved ones who have departed and they worship them, they will also go to them. This is the verse that we've done before. Krishna spoke about. Okay, more notes you can read later. And Prabhupada talks about mukti because Krishna has spoken about vimukti. Prabhupada brings in the point of mukti, how there are 5 kinds of liberation: sayujya, salokya, sarupya, samipya, sarshti. You can read about these. Many of you already know. Above all liberation is vimukti. Krishna is aboard Golok Vrindavan. Shubha Shubher Phalerevam. Thus, freed from bondage to work and its auspicious and inauspicious results. An advanced devotee is not bound by the goodness or the badness of this world. He is simply bound by the love of Krishna. And because of the love of Krishna, whatever the devotee does is ultimately, good for everyone. Sorry about the spelling. Prabhupada says, for ordinary persons, it is obligatory to execute the prescribed duties mentioned in the Vedas. But although a pure devotee who is completely engaged in the service of the Lord may sometimes appear to go against the prescribed duties, actually it is not so. It is said, therefore, by Vaishnava authorities that even the most intelligent person cannot understand the plans and activities of a pure devotee. The exact words are, Tanra Vakya Kriya Mudra Vigyena Gujai in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Person who is thus always engaged in the service of the Lord or is always thinking and planning how to serve the Lord is to be considered completely liberated at present. In this and in the future, he's going back home, back to Godhead is guaranteed. He's above all materialistic criticism, just as Krishna is above all criticism. So, whose Vakya and Kriya and Mudra is Vigne na Bhujai. Even if you think and look at these activities of who? Of a pure devotee, na Bhujai, you will not understand them because of the purity of heart. Outwardly, whatever that devotee is doing, actually what is Krishna looking at is his motivation within. So the emphasis is not on doing good, the emphasis is on serving Krishna. And this is Madhavendra Puri who used to, it is his verse or it is about him, right? He used to pray to the 3. So let's read the translation. Oh, my prayers 3 times a day, which is what? Sandhya Vandan, which is the other important junctures of the 3 in the day of 3 junctures, right? Which is the Gayatri mantra that people do. So Madhavendra Puri used to say, oh, my prayers 3 times a day, all glory to you. Obeying, I offer my obeisances unto you. So 3 times a day, a Brahmana has to chant the Gayatri mantra, also has to take baths 3 times a day. So he's praying to them. Prayers to you, obeisances unto you, bathing 3 times and the Gayatri 3 times. O demigods, O forefathers, please excuse me for my inability to offer you my respects. Now, wherever I sit, I can remember great descendant of the Yadu dynasty, Krishna, the enemy of Kamsa, and thereby I can free myself from all sinful bondage. I think this is sufficient for me. So this is a great devotee who is a Brahmana. Above that, he's a Vaishnava, and he's not into doing all these ritualistic activities, which is even Gayatri, even bathing 3 times, offering respects to demigods, forefathers. He's asking that please forgive me, please excuse me for my inability to offer respects. Because all the time, his 24 hours are just concentrated in focusing on Krishna. And that's it. And he's saying, this is enough for me. Because by doing that, everybody else is satisfied. One who acts in Krishna consciousness under superior direction is called Yukta. The technical term is Yukta Vairagya. Rupa Goswami says that as long as we are in this material world, we have to act. We cannot cease acting. Therefore, if actions are performed and the fruits are given to Krishna, then that is called Yukta Vairagya. Consciousness of Lord Servitor, whose only interest is to dedicate his life in the service of the Lord, is a sannyasi. His consciousness always thinks of himself as an eternal servant, dependent on the supreme will of the Lord, performs all actions as service to the Lord, doesn't give serious attention to the fruitive activities or prescribed duties mentioned in the Vedas. Pure devotee is beyond. One may question that if Krishna is equal to everyone, then why does he take special interest in the devotees who are engaged in his transcendental service? Last verse, we'll quickly finish with this. Samoham sarva bhuteshu name dvesho stina priyaha ye bhajanti tu mam bhaktya maite teshu chapyaham. I envy no one, nor am I partial to anyone. I am equal to all. But whoever renders service unto me in devotion is a friend, is in me, and I am also a friend to him. So, samoham sarva bhuteshu. I am equally disposed to all living beings. Name dvesho sti na priya. No one is hateful for me. So, I hate no one or I envy no one, nor is anyone especially dear to me. Ye bhajanti tu mam bhaktya, but those who render service unto me in devotion. Again, this bhaktya is coming again. Within 3 verses, it has come again. 4. Maite teshu chapyaham. They are certainly in me and I am also in them. So A and B, Krishna says, I am impartial. C and D, he says, I am partial. So this is not discrimination, but reciprocation, and we see that. So I'm impartial, just like a judge. He's impartial when he gives his judgment. He's not partial to anyone. So similarly, Krishna says, I'm impartial, and the example is given just like a rain cloud. When the rain falls, it falls on water. It falls in water or on things in this world, or on some stone or land, or even on plants, animals, even living entities. That water is not partial, that I will not fall on this. It's impartial. Bhagwan aspect, Bhagwan is impartially partial, very intimate, exalted and elevated manifestation of the Absolute, in which wherever God sees pure devotional service, he embraces that person. So this is God's impartial being, impartially partial. Whoever renders service unto me in devotion is a friend, is in me, and I'm also a friend to him. How can Krishna be impartial? This is oxymoronic, which is contradictory word, right? You say one thing, but then the very next word is something which contradicts. So I'm impartially partial is also contradictory. So just like a charitable person is charitable to everyone, but he's naturally more affectionate to his own children. So he'll be more charitable to his own children, which is not considered a fault. Lord loves his devotees as his own as compared to all other living beings. So he offers that love to everyone, whoever wants to take it, right? That's how Krishna reciprocates. So actually all living beings are his children, but some are his obedient and loving children and others are defiant and even hateful. The Lord offers his care to everyone, but the intimacy of the relations is not possible for everyone, only for those who try to connect with him. Just like a teacher, right? Who opens the door for everyone to learn from her? Krishna opens the door for everyone to receive the benefits of his partiality. He's partial to his devotees, but he allows everyone to become his devotees and be partialed upon, right? Krishna is neither partial nor impartial. Krishna is reciprocal. So this verse 929 is a glimpse into the heart of Krishna. He cares for everyone and he especially cares for those who love him. And this is from the purport. Prabhupada says, Krishna says in 4:11, Ye yatha mam prapadyante tams tathaiva bhajamim. Why does the reciprocation exist? Because both the Lord and the devotees are conscious. What happens in such reciprocal relationship, both the Lord and living entity eternally glitter. Diamond set in the golden ring looks very nice. Both the gold and the diamond is glorified. Lord is the diamond. When living entity becomes inclined to Lord's service, he looks like gold. So beautiful. This is given by Prabhupada in the purport. Sridhar Swami says, a desire tree provides what is asked for, but does not get attached to the person. So a person comes to the desire tree asking for some boon or benefit. So desire tree gives it, but the tree does not get attached to the person. But Krishna is more than a desire tree. Lord becomes attached to his devotee and strives to protect him. The Lord doesn't just give us what we desire, but he gives us much more. He creates circumstances in which it enables us to develop love for him. All right, some more notes you can read, and we won't get into this. Is the puppet show of Madhavendra Puri's pastime with Gopinath. All right, so I'm going to stop share here. It was a long class, but I